Yo ho, everyone. Hi, it's Luna here. Today we're doing another Luna Reacts, and we're doing Roaming Trends, Digimon Tamers, How Great Writers Evolve a Franchise. If you guys don't know, I love Digimon with all my heart. It's one of my favorite animes. It was one of the few animes from my childhood that I vividly remember that kind of shaped who I am. And one of those reasons is because I felt the way more attachment to the Digimon as characters rather than some other anime. Cough, cough, I'm looking at you, Pokemon. And that I could feel more attached to them. Same thing with, like, I think it's Blade with some of them, but they weren't really like entities where I could be attached to them. Like, I have more of a connection to the Digimon. I felt like because they have their each own personality, and you know, the story was really good. It wasn't truly episodic. I felt like more so, you know, obviously in the beginning of every anime, it feels like it's more episodic before it like gets its mojo, and Digimon was no exception. And I'm not saying that, oh, Pokemon had gotten this storyline, you know, of course they did, but I felt like more so it's like I could go into a Pokemon episode not knowing what the fuck happened and was able to pick it up like no problem. Meanwhile, for Digimon, you might had lost a few people, or you had to know what was happening prior, so it makes sense while you're watching the current episode more so. So yeah, today we're going to be watching Roman's trend video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to their channel. We'll leave it down in the description below. Please go and check out the original creator. I'm just using this as an excuse to talk about Digimon, which is one of my favorite franchises and animes of all time. I just want more reasons to talk about Digimon with you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to this video if you guys do like the content that I put out. If you guys do like the content, please consider coming over and checking me live on twitch.tv/lunaorionvt. I am live Mondays and Fridays, as I'm currently a master's student, and I'm hoping to be more alive more of this month in December, when I'm thinking this video is coming out, or maybe in November. I have no idea. It all depends on upload schedule. So let's see, without further ado, let's get into watching it. And yeah, also let's try to reach 500 subscribers over here on YouTube by the end of 2025, guys. So please subscribe. All right, let's go. Be the biggest dream I've seen, it's only there. Oh, sorry, I'm not gonna go into the singing for Digimon. Like, I love the artist that does the music in Digimon. Okay, so everyone says like Tamers is the best season, but I would like to say it is very good. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. If you guys go into Digimon, I would suggest Tamers because it's really good. This is a spoiler. I didn't like the ending with, not like the actual ending with, you know, what happens. I don't like the things that happen with Jerry. That entire thing with Jerry at the like last arc, I was just like, I'm very uncomfortable, and I'm like, I know that was the intention, but I really feel like it wasn't necessary. It was already a good peak there.
It's a determined slave. Konaka's writing style.
I'm not even going to lie now. I did not know that he was the writer for this. It makes so much sense now why he would happen with Jerry, and like the imagery between the characters. Guys, it's all coming together. It's all coming to plan. It's all according to Cthulhu.
Intellectual building blocks the show has set up to put you in that unsettled state. The easiest way to describe Digimon Tamers' method would be,
hold up.
Wait a minute.
The show mimics the Chosen One trope, as the Kato, one of the protagonists, receives a magical blue card, which turns his card reader into a Digivice and sets him up to become a Digimon Tamer. In a
Digimon Tamer!
He portrayed as something magical, perhaps even triumphant, but in Tamers, all the visuals are indicating that it's something a kid shouldn't be meddling with. The winds are rising, there's lightning, the shots are wider as though someone is spying on Takato. All the while, this tower is looming over the city. Look at
A nicely placement.
It seems odd that a playground has such monstrous designs. Then you see a shot like this, where you can interpret Takato climbing into a monster's mouth. Do you think that's not intentional? Everything is telling you, hold up.
Wait a minute, something ain't right.
Even when Tamers is.
Layer 2. Character driven.
Yep.
We all have an
Yep.
But how does one differentiate?
Evolution!
Digimon Tamers in one word, it would be
Evolution.
a staple of many monster racing games.
Hey! Hello and Raichu.
Franchise.
Great Metal Greymon.
Evolution lines and weird progression, but you need to remember that they are digital monsters comprised of random data. And if our AI models taught us
what?
With random data gets you some weird results. Unlike Pokemon that have a very linear evolution line based primarily on gaining battle experience, Digimon evolution is a lot more variable, with many factors determining when a Digimon will digivolve and whether they will turn into something monstrous, humanoid, or divine. Think of it as raising a child. How you treat them and what they are exposed to will heavily influence their development and growth. So, it's surprising to absolutely no one that Konaka saw the thematic potential of evolution. In his notes, he writes, in the previous 2 series, the Digi-evolution sequence became a repeatedly used ace up the sleeve. However, in this series, I would like to think deeply about what it means to evolve. He acknowledges the inherent threat of evolutions losing their value if they're overused. The previous seasons had emotional moments that prompted evolution, but they were predominantly used to get the kids out of peril, making evolutions the go-to tool to use against external threats. The problem is
true.
It runs the risk of making your characters passive observers who let their Digimon do all the work.
Which is very true. I feel like in Digimon 01 and 02, it's more so very, like he was saying, it's their characters on the map rather than actually moving the story forward. I mean, they had that bit a little bit with Ken, but then at the same time, they quickly went back to the overview of everything that was going on out externally rather than internally with the Digimon in 02.
Tamers introduced Digimodification, or the mechanic, to give Digimon unique power-ups to defeat the enemy. The card slash rules were not exactly clear, and I felt that it was a missed opportunity by not letting the Tamers have different decks. It would have been interesting to see what strategies each character would have, and how those decks and strategies would change over time.
I really feel like this would be interesting, especially if this was incorporated into the Digimon card game.
Right now, the rules aren't clear, and it just feels a little bit random.
Spans, power-up.
Allow the kids to play a more active role in battles, enhancing the partnership angle even more. More importantly,
the hammer.
From just being seen as another character's wants and needs. Rook is the
I see Koji over there in the corner. I see you, Koji!
Herself to be vulnerable, and Atachi can't evolve, neither can Renamon.
Yeah, you got it.
Blaming Renamon.
Yeah, it's a two-way street in Digimon Tamers. It needs both of them to be able to move forward. Like, they need to create like a milestone in order for get them to evolve, and they have to keep hitting that milestone to unlock different evolutionary forms.
That weakness. Projecting those same Tamers, we see how the Digimon sheds their old form to embrace a new one. It even looks kind of painful and uncomfortable, but that's what growing up sometimes feels like. And that's what the characters are doing in this show.
Growing up, yep.
Another layer of development to achieve further evolution, and that's
Layer 4. Bond.
The relationship between a child and a Digimon partner has almost always been a distinctly unique aspect of the Digimon franchise.
I saw that Frontier, poke up.
Pokemon living together, its combat-oriented mechanics and world building don't exactly support that image.
Hey yo, that was traumatizing just now in the eardrums.
And using them for battle or labor towards your own ambition. Think what you will about Pal World, at least they're honest. Meanwhile, this is a virtual pet toy. So from the beginning, it emphasized monster raising and care over battling it.
I noticed that he's using the Japanese version of it, like the original. And I don't think I've ever heard Rukia nor Renamon's Japanese counterpart or like any of the cast, and it kind of makes me want to rewatch the show in the original Japanese with the subtitles.
Regarding this topic,
I feel like in Japanese households, they're more so unable to have pets. It's really, really hard to, especially if they're working. And also it's seen as your child, if they're outside of the home during certain hours, it can be seen as you're like becoming like a delinquent And I believe this came out in the early 2000s, and it was still kind of prominent with issues with delinquency and stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure it's still a thing now, but it was more prevalent and that was like a concern. So having him out there is like the danger of society that could get to him.
They do give their characters something traumatic or emotional. It doesn't linger too long, as though
Damn.
I should have been the one to fill your dark soul with light.
I mean,
Hey, yo.
be careful, but that's the risk you take. It's even worse when the writers try to add some kind of trauma, but it simply ends up being said rather than experienced or explored in a meaningful way.
Crippling daddy issues. Hilarious.
Take that, depression!
Luckily,
I like that. Take that depression. I have that shirt.
we're afraid of
Take that depression.
both physically and emotionally. Of course, no one wants to see child abuse, so it was usually the Digimon who got the brunt of the physical abuse, while the kids had to deal with
Emotional damage.
plenty of
Emotional damage!
scenes in Adventure NO2. Tamers had to keep up, but with Konaka in charge, I don't think you should be concerned about that. The dude's got a steady track record of traumatizing his characters. If a
Yeah.
character is left as a broken husk, they should consider themselves. Unfortunately, Konaka held himself back on this one. Mostly. While I
would not say that one.
the Digimon humor and lightheartedness to the adventure, their idiocy,
I'm in comedic effect. Zero survival scalars.
childish and caring side. Now, is that enough to make them good characters or justify their existence in the show?
No.
Have no importance. We also have Rio. Yes, the Rio.
Yeah.
Rio's favorite. You know him, right? He's the protagonist for the Digimon games. On the Wonderswan, of course. Yeah, I bet you're hyped now. Between the Digivice and
He literally.
placement in the show. But no, apparently they also need a cameo from the games to be part of the story. And they do.
They really didn't.
With him, besides
Nope.
making him a Gary's too.
Yes.
Everyone instantly likes him. Kazu and Kenta worship him, and even Ruki goes all tsundere on him.
みんな共有できたね。
あんたも生きてたんだ。
相変わらず口が悪いな。
あんたのその爽やかさも相変わらず。
Not like you or anything, Baka.
He's not. Naka wanted nothing to do with him.
I'm done. What? I'm bored. You're boring me.
He revealed that Ryo's audition was already decided before he even joined the creative team, and he handed off Ryo's character writing to Motoki Yoshimura. As far as I can see, Ryo was designed as a self-insert for the audience. He's oozing with My OC Do Not Steal vibes. And if that doesn't remind me of this is a kid show, I don't know what other Digimon...
So I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Everyone says it went downhill from season 3. A lot of people say if you watch Digimon Chronos War, you'll end up liking it. I have not watched Chronos War. I am a firm believer that Digimon Frontier was a good season. Yeah, it had its flaws. Yeah, it did not have the partner Digimon, which is the whole point of Digimon, might I add. However, I feel like the story, the characters in general was very reminiscent of 02 and 01 with just, you know, no partner Digimon in general with it. I really feel like it was a very good season. I just want to put that out there. I don't have opinions for Chronos Wars. I did watch Digimon Data Squad. I can't say anything. Honestly, there were just adults with Digimon. Okay, there were teenagers with Digimon, but let's be honest, they might as well have been adults having jobs and so on and so forth. So I don't really have an opinion. Data Squad was... I'm not gonna lie, I felt like Data Squad was an entire fever dream. It was like when you watch Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds for the first time and you're like, what the f am I watching? And that's basically what this was. Digimon Data Squad was Yu-Gi-Oh's 5Ds when it first came out. So, like I was saying, Digimon has a special place in my heart, and I feel like a lot of what Tamers had to offer was something completely new to the franchise for Digimon. And I feel like it did a wonderful job in capturing all of that and expanding on it. For Frontier, I feel like it tried to return to the roots, but also introduce a new mechanic and gimmick. With Beat Break, I'm hoping that they incorporate some more serious storylines, how they did with Tamers, and try to change it up a little bit. And I'm hoping that we get to see even more of the different Digimon as we're going into it. That is one of my major hopes for Digimon Beat Break. I'm a huge fan of Digimon. I'm gonna try to get into watching Digimon Chronos War and a few of the other ones that followed after it. And when Beat Break comes out, I will be watching it. I can't wait to see you guys' reaction to this video. If you guys like Digimon, please do let me know which is your favorite Digimon. I'm totally biased to Loamon's, which is from Koichi Kimura's and Digimon Frontier. He's my absolutely favorite. I love the issues, as my stream chat likes to say. I can fix him. I enjoy the baggage. But that's all the time I have for now. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to go over to Roaming Trends video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to his channel. Go watch some of his videos. Come watch some of mine on my channel. And until then, my dear crewmates, this has been your Captain Luna saying goodbye for now, and I hope to see you guys during my live stream, which typically should be on Mondays and Fridays. All right, then, goodbye for now.